Hello friends, this video on Matter and Magnetism Part 11 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till Part 10 before going ahead with Part 11. Let us look at another last problem related to the topics which we studied so far. It says that a closely wound solenoid of 2000 turns and area of cross section 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square carrying a current of 4 amperes is suspended through its center, allowing it to turn in a horizontal plane. That means a solenoid is there which is suspended maybe through a rod or through a wire or something, such that it can turn in a horizontal plane. Let us suppose if this is the horizontal plane, so it can turn in this plane, right? So what are the values that are given here? It says that the number of turns is 2000, current carried by it is 4 amperes, and area of cross section is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. So in the first part, the question asks us to calculate the magnetic moment associated with the solenoid. Now what is how do we define magnetic moment? It is nothing but number of turns into I into A, that is current into area. So this will be equal to 2000 into 4 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this comes out to be 1.28 joule per Tesla. So this is the magnetic moment associated with this solenoid. Now the second part asks, what is the force and torque on the solenoid if a uniform horizontal magnetic field of 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla is set up at an angle of 30 degree with the axis of the solenoid. Now what is the axis of the solenoid? This is the axis of the solenoid. Now it says that if we set up a magnetic field at an angle of 30 degree with the axis of the solenoid. So if we assume that, let us suppose this is the magnetic field B. Now it says that it is in such a way that it makes an angle of 30 degree with the axis of the solenoid. So that means somewhat like this. So in this case, what would be the force and the torque that would be acting on the solenoid? So let us now try to solve the second part. Now in the second part again, the net force that would be acting on the solenoid would be equal and opposite because it is acting along the same lines, and also since the solenoid is it is fixed at the center, right? That means there is a torque which will act on the solenoid, because when something is fixed at the center, so from that center of mass you have an axis of rotation, right? So when equal and opposite forces act at two different lines, a torque comes into play and the object tends to rotate, right? So in this case, what would happen? Net force would be equal to 0. But when we talk about torque, that torque would be given by m cross b, that is equal to mb sine theta. So what is m? M is nothing but the magnetic moment which we calculated just now. B is nothing but this magnetic field, and theta is nothing but 30 degrees. So this we can write it as 1.28 into 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 into sine 30 degrees. So this value comes out to be 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton meter. So this is the torque that will act on the solenoid when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field. I hope that the concepts are getting clearer as we are solving some problems, right? So let us go ahead and look at another problem. It says that in a hydrogen atom, the electron moves in an orbit of radius 0.5 angstrom. The problem says that in a hydrogen atom, the electron moves in an orbit of radius 0.5 angstrom. So let us suppose this is the nucleus, and this is the electron. So let us suppose this is the orbit of the nucleus. So it says that the electron moves in an orbit of radius 0.5 angstrom, that is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 10 meters, making 10 to the power 16 revolutions per second. That means the frequency is 10 to the power 16 revolutions per second. So we have to calculate the magnetic moment associated with the orbital motion of electron. So we need to calculate the magnetic moment. Now how do we define magnetic moment? It is given as current into area. And what is current? Current is nothing but charge per unit time. So charge is charge on an electron per unit time period. And area is nothing but pi r square, where r is the radius of the electron's orbit. Now what would be this time period? This time period is nothing but 1 by time period is frequency. So E into frequency into pi r square. So E is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. What is nu? That is frequency, which is 10 into 10 to the power 10 into 10 to the power 16 into pi is 3.14, and r is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 10 whole square. So this comes out to be 1.256 into 10 to the power minus 23 ampere meter square. So this is the value of magnetic moment associated with the orbital motion of the electron around the nucleus. Right? So now that we have solved few problems, I hope the concepts which I taught you in this half is clear to you now. So now we will go ahead and study something about Earth. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.